we've got a big special election coming up. It looks like the Republican Sacone's a little bit behind the Democrat Lamb. What do you think is going to happen there? Will the workers come out, the steel workers, in support of Sacone?
I think, it's the trend is in a good place for Rick Sacone. He is a friend of mine. He's a brother in the Lord. Rick would do a great job in Congress.
But they're not voting for Trump this time.
No.
So how will that affect the turnout? Will Trumpers go out and
turnout is everything. You just said it. And enthusiasm drives turnout. Turnout wins elections. And I would tell you, I was at Moon Township outside of Pittsburgh in that hangar, and we had 5,000 to 6,000 people in there. It was shoulder to shoulder. The energy and the enthusiasm there was amazing.
The president loves that, doesn't
And
he?
to see that 72 hours before any kind of a congressional race, I take that as a good sign, because again, enthusiasm, because this race will be about turnout. And whoever's drive out their voters in a special election, because it's the only thing that they're going to be voting for on that ballot, that's who's going to win the election, whoever wins the turnout.
I know the president has proposed increasing tariffs on steel and aluminum. You're from steel country, Pennsylvania. And how do the steel workers view that tariff idea? You sit on the Agriculture Committee. Generally, when trade wars start, and some people have said this could lead to one, it's agriculture, American agriculture, that suffers. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it is agriculture. It tends to be the retaliatory tariffs. We saw that in 2009 when President Obama put tariffs on tires coming from China. China put tariffs on our poultry. And I never realized how many Pennsylvania chickens that people in China ate, and turkeys and ducks.
I didn't know you had a lot of chicken farms in Pennsylvania.
We do. So nobody wants a tariff war. Nobody wins there, and it wouldn't be good. But you know what, I appreciate the president really setting up, and this is what the president does. He puts out his first position. It's almost like the art of the deal, I guess, where your first position is saying, we're going to put 25% tariffs on everything that's coming in. And almost immediately after that, we heard, Canada and Mexico, with NAFTA, we can work on this. And now I know the president has other countries that are calling him, his representatives calling him up and saying, we really don't want 25% tariffs. What can we do to work with you?
They may not have worked with him in the past.
And he wouldn't have worked with him in the past, and didn't work with any president of any party in the past. And here's the thing when it comes to the steel industry. We have if God forbid we would ever go to a World War III, we don't have the steel plant capacity to convert to be able to defend ourselves. We've outsourced much of that. What we have would not be enough to be able to produce in a conventional war all the things that we would need to do that we did in World War I and World War II. So I think part of this is the national security of the nation. This is a starting point, and I think how the president's approaching it, we've already seen, again, Canada and Mexico come to the table, other countries reaching out and say, hey, we really don't want tariffs. We don't want a tariff war. What can we do to make trade more fair and to address this trade imbalance that the United States has?